Absolutely, Jeff. First, the marriage of convenience that PLO talks about is a marriage that is informed by vows that were taken in secrecy, vows that we know nothing about, vows that the deputy president, who in my view is in the process of being impeached, because the way I understand the law, he has not yet been impeached. The motion of impeachment has sailed through, and the impeachment proper begins in the Senate. However, the deputy president and the president took marriage vows in secrecy. We don't know what they promised one another. There were other possible partners. We have heard of Professor Kithure Kindiki, and we have heard that he was the more preferred between the two. But for whatever reason, reasons not disclosed, but which we are allowed to speculate about because we have the capacity, the ability, and the proclivity to speculate, and I think quite correctly so, that they must have included promissory notes about certain things which would be fulfilled in the post-nuptial dispensation, in which case we heard that Rigiji, the deputy president, was deeply endowed in the pockets, and that there were lots of funds that he produced that went towards the campaign. In this country of kusema na kutenda, kutenda meaning tendering, in this country of shareholding, I see every possibility that Rigathi Gachagua was told that in the government that we are going to form, you are going to enjoy a certain percentage of tendering, and which has not happened. And that tendering was meant to recoup his investment in the election. And that has not happened. And that's why he keeps on talking about President Ruto should keep his promises. I see that it all pertains to informal government and the things that happen in informal government. I see that it pertains to Adani, it pertains to Shah, it pertains to ongoing things in the power and energy sector. It pertains to what we have described previously as prebendalism, that part of the entitlement for people who hold public office is extra-legal and sometimes absolutely illegal access to public resources.
PLO, real quick, before we go to break, isn't it sad, or is it a deliberate move that the president his silence has been deafening in all of this?
Deafening indeed, and I think silence betokens consent. The silence is silence most eloquent. That those who work and are guided by me do what has been commanded quietly. And the enthusiasm of the members of parliament, it is enthusiasm without precedent. It is the kind of enthusiasm that you see when you listen to the speaker outside of parliament, you listen to the deputy speaker outside of parliament. Those who are going to preside have already made a decision. So that when the individual, the deputy president, is taken to the slaughter, it is almost a done deal. And when you see the speed with which gazette notices are issued, when you see the speed with which documents relating to public participation are prepared in a country where we claim there is no money, when you see the availability of funds which are then deployed, it tells you that this is something that is sealed at the very top, and that the goose is cooked for the deputy president.
Goose is cooked.
Ab initio.
Ab initio. I need to go get my dictionary.
Ab initio.
And my thesaurus. I told you, folks, it's the best political tag team on TV. Dr. PLO Lumumba, Dr. Barack Maluka in the House talking more about this impeachment and the way forward. Where do we go from here? I tell you, it's a slippery slope any way you look at it. We're going to take a break, come back, plenty more ahead. Keep tweeting at Koinange Jeff, at Citizen TV Kenya. The hashtag is JK Live. JK Live takes a break. We'll be back. In the meantime, coming up.